What's up everybody, Chana D, your Techno Dad here, and I got a great video for you today. If you're looking to jump into a 5.1 or even a Dolby Atmos home theater system, we're going to try to do that for about $1,000. Stay tuned, we're going to get right into it after the jump. And I'm back. So I've been getting a lot of questions about what receivers to buy, what speakers to get, and most of them coming from people that have not had a home theater system before and they have a sound bar or they're just running off their TV speakers. So this video is designed to kind of guide you guys into picking up home theater equipment for about $1,000. Now I didn't want to say under $1,000 or for $1,000 because there's so many variables, speaker location and how much cabling you're going to need for those surround sound speakers. And, if you want to put Atmos in, you can buy some more speakers and all that kind of nonsense. You might even have to get some speaker stands just to get your setup up and running. So it's kind of like for, about $1,000, maybe $1,100, maybe less, maybe right on $1,000. I don't know. I did some poking around. And I'm a big proponent of knowing brands and having experience with brands and going out and listening to these things before you buy them. So why don't we jump on the computer and let me show you the ways I shop for this kind of stuff and give you some tips and tricks and the best places to find AV receivers for some good discounts. The Denon receiver I have is the AVR X6300H, and that lists for $2,200 and I got it for $1,700. Yeah, still pretty expensive, but I got it for like 500 bucks off, and that's pretty awesome. So let's hop on the computer and check out what I found for you. All right, everybody, we are at the computer. Obviously, this is the Techno Dad YouTube channel. I'm sure you guys are familiar with this. All right, so first things first, let's get the cables out of the way, okay? Let's start off with HDMI cables. These are the ones I use. Secure OMax, and look, it's 12 bucks for a 6-foot HDMI 2.0 4K ready cable. You want to make sure it has this high speed 18 Gbps, and I've tested this out. They work. I have about 7 of them. Here, let's show a picture of the back of my AVR right now. This is my Denon AVR X6300H, and as you can see, I'm using 6 HDMI inputs, plus I have the one going from the TV output. These are great. I have them in 3-foot, 6-foot, and 10-foot sizes. These are not bad. You'll probably need like 1 or 2 of these. You got to remember that these 4K ultra high definition Blu-ray players, the new ones, the budget ones in the $300 price range, they don't come with HDMI cables. Don't worry, I'll put all the links in the description. That's out of the way. Let's check out speaker cable. Now, here is a spool of 100 foot at 14 gauge, and this is from Monoprice, monoprice.com. I'll put a link in the description, yep. And you're probably going to need about 100 feet. Now, if you go with buying separate speakers and a separate receiver as opposed to a package deal, you'll probably need to get speaker cables. So, 26 bucks for 100 feet, that's not bad. You can go with some of their cheaper stuff, like 18 gauge, but you kind of want to have at least, the very least, 16 gauge, especially on those longer runs. 14 would be ideal, I would say, for about a 50-foot run. Depending on where you put your surround sound speakers, you're definitely going to have to figure that out. And I'll make another video about speaker wire and all that to come in a series I'm starting. It's going to be called like Home Theater Basics. And while you're at it, definitely get some banana plugs. I do not recommend putting the bare wire in there because they kind of corrode and get kind of messed up after a while. All right, so that's that on cables. So you may or may not be needing to buy cables, but there they are. All right, people, here we are at Crutchfield's site. They've got plenty of different brands, and I'll put a link to this page, of course. Now, what we're looking for in a home theater receiver, so we want something that puts out a good amount of power, and we definitely want Dolby Atmos. We want 4K. HDR compatibility, because we want to just plug everything into our audio video receiver and then send one cable from there to the TV. All right, from a quick scan, it looks like we're entering the Dolby Atmos situation here at $399. Now both of these are a Denon AVR X1300W, and here's an Onkyo TX NR656. Now if you notice, both of these are on sale from $599, so that's kind of nice. These are $600 receivers for $400. It always helps when you can get a nice, good deal. Now the one thing you want to look for when it says Dolby Atmos or DTS:X or whatever is how many channels the AV receiver can power. Now this is a 7.2, so what that means is you gotta subtract 5 from this first number here, and that'll give you the full setup that this AVR can do. So this one, if we subtract 5, we get 2. So it'll be a 5.2.2 Dolby Atmos setup. 5 are the 5 speakers, left, center, right, surround left, surround right. The first 0.2 are 2 subwoofers. The second 0.2 are going to be your height channels or your ceiling speakers or whatever you happen to use, but those are your Atmos or DTS:X speakers. Now if you want more information about what these things mean, like 5.2.2 or 5.2.4 or 9.2.2, I have another video. I'll put a link in the description for that as well. Now these two seem pretty much on par with each other. This one has 100 watts per channel, this one has 80, so you kind of have to just pick one. They all basically do the same thing, and yes, amplifiers do have a certain sound, so you can try out plenty of different amplifiers or receivers in your price range if you have the time and the extra money and all that. But if you're watching this video, you kind of want to step away from your sound bar or your TV, and you want to see what kind of good quality setup you can get for about $1,000 bucks. So looking down here, we have this Yamaha, the RX V581. It's a little bit more expensive, only $30 more, and it is 7.2 Dolby Atmos. So we have, another 5.2.2 receiver that'll work, and then we start going up from there. This is the Denon AVR S7200W 479, which looks like it's going to be replaced with this, the AVR S7300H for $479. Same price. Looks like it's just a newer model. So, oh look, it's a pre-order. It's not here till May. So yeah, just kind of browse through this, and then this is set up from lower price to higher price. So here we are. Now we're in the $600 range. So now that we've taken a look at receivers, we'll just type in here $400. Oops, 4,000. God damn it, 400. Okay. Now one thing I always talk about, if you're looking at speakers, go with a speaker company that's been doing it for a long time. And from searching around, I actually found a great deal for these Polk T-Series speakers. So if we start off here at the very top of the Polk website and just kind of scroll down, what do we have here? The Beginner's Home Theater Setup. Shop the T-Series. All right, so let's check that out. So right now we're just looking for a 5.1 setup. Go with a receiver in the $400 range. And look at this. I don't know about the timing of this video, but this is pretty awesome. These are all on sale right now. So each tower speaker's $100. Center channel is $100. A pair of bookshelves for your surrounds is $70, and then a 10-inch subwoofer, powered obviously, is $150. That's actually not bad. So where's our calculator at now? Here we go. And so we got 200, 300. So let's add 300. Add 300, and then add 70, and then add 150. 70. 150. All right, 920. So we're at 920 with a $400 receiver and these 5 speakers here. We're at 920, and then figure in another $30 to $60 in cables, maybe, depending on your room, depending on how far away the surround sound speakers are from the receiver. Grab yourself a couple of HDMI cables. Those are $12 a piece, and there you go. that is a decent setup. Back in the day, I had some Polk bookshelves and a Polk center channel. They'll give you pretty decent sound for the money, and they're gonna look nice. I mean, look at these T50s. Look at these things. Not bad. Not bad at all. Pretty good looking, if you ask me. For the price, of course. For the price. This is $100. $100 for one of these? Cool. I'd check it out if I could. But as you know, I already have way too much going on. Now let's go over here real quick and check out. Let's just take this Denon for example. Now if you're looking at this is a $599 receiver and it's being sold for $399 through Crutchfield. So let's go to the Denon site. Now that is right here, the AVR X1300W. Now one thing that you want to do when you're shopping around is definitely look at all your options. So let's check out eBay. So when we type in what we want here, it's AVR X1300W, we get about the same pricing, $389.99, because that's their like sale. So let's go over here and go the step up here. The AVR X2300W, that's a $799 receiver, $800 receiver, and let's just type that in here. And now look, we've got this for $524 or $499, $519. These are all brand new. $479. This must be open box or something. Dealer recertified, new other. Hey, you know what? If it works, it works. Let's see, 550, 518. So let's see what we got here. Let's check this person out here. 385, 100% positive feedback to available, new condition. Okay, so let's say 518. How about that? Okay, so 518. Where's the calculator? Here's the calculator. So we got 518. 518 plus, what was our speaker situation here? 300 plus 150 is 450 plus 70 is what, 520? So plus 520, and we're at 1038, and then you got to add on whatever for cabling. So we're now just under $1,100, and we have now stepped up. So for that extra $100, we've gone from this Denon X1300W to this Denon X2300W. And look at the price difference. It's a $200 price difference, but through eBay, buying one thing on eBay, we've now put this within $100 of each other, which is pretty cool. All right, so let's check out this Onkyo TXNR656 selling for $399. And yeah, we're gonna do this the lazy way. Copy, go back to eBay, paste, and looks like we got 387, 227, 255. Those are probably all used. Especially when they say read, you don't want to read that. That's not what you want. You want something new. So here's the lineup here. So this is the NR656. So let's try the 757. Okay, 757. And let's see what we got here. 509. That's not bad. Shelf display 449. 528. That's okay. And here, let's try this one. TXRZ610. Oh, here we go. Is this new? New. 439. 439. How much is this? $899. Look at that. Now is this something? RZ610. Let's go RZ610. Let's check out the stats so we know exactly what's going on here. It's $499 here. It's $439 here. $469. Okay, not bad, not bad. Let's see what's up with the 710. Let's push our luck a little bit. Wow, look at that. What is this? 0 bids. Oh yeah. Here's one thing we do need to do? I forgot. Click buy it now. You don't want to mess around with anything else. Okay, 545, brand new. So we had 300 plus 150 plus 70. I gotta memorize that. What is it? 520 plus 545. So now, if you wanted to get a higher end Onkyo with that Polk setup, 1065. So around 1100. Again, you know, you just gotta shop around for these things. Go to the websites, check it out. So that was $1,000 receiver. So what's going on? These are all coming soon. The 676. So these ones you're not going to get a price break on because they're not out yet. So everything's going to be kind of like maybe a $20 to $50 discount, if that. All right, so now if you are the type of person that doesn't have the room for these big ass speakers, this is definitely a nice option, okay? So for $1,000, you get a full Onkyo setup, 7.1 channel with Atmos, and it comes with all 7 speakers. So you can set up a 5.1.2 right away. And I mean, if you can take 2 of these speakers and mount them on the ceiling or on the wall or whatever, you know, you can have it going on. And let's see, on the back here, we've got 6 HDMI inputs. So that's pretty awesome. So that's not bad. Now, if you did want to go the way of buying your own receiver because you think that's cool or whatever, I mean, that's the way I would go. Here's another Onkyo setup. This is just under $500, and it is another 7.1 setup. Let's see, we've got 130 watts total output, dual driver, front and center speakers, bass reflex powered subwoofer for 230 watts. So we got a 10-inch subwoofer pumping out 230 watts. Not bad. Mate that up with a $500 receiver. You're good. This is a nice system from Harman Kardon. It's the HKTS16, $600. It's a 5.1 setup, 120 watt satellite speakers, and 200 watt subwoofer, which is an 8-inch. Definitely another one to look at. Again, you pair this up with a $400 receiver, you know, and you're good to go. Definitive Technology has always been a great speaker company. This is their Pro Cinema 600 5.1 system. Now, this is an $800 speaker setup, and it's on sale for $611. So your budget's going to be a little tight. But like I said, you shop around and boom, you can find something that's certified refurbished for $500, and then you're back in the same situation. So these are some good options for you to check out. So you can see, like, you really just need to shop around and know, like, what's good. Like, go with the speaker company that's been around for a while. You know, check out JBL. I was going to do that, but I'm kind of running out of time, and I'm kind of over my computer crashing on me all the time. So let's go into my final thoughts and wrap it up, shall we? Awesome. All right. Wasn't that cool? Wasn't that eye-opening? Doesn't that just want to make you, like, buy some shit? I totally want to buy some new shit, but we already know I already bought some new stuff. So anyway, if you're looking to upgrade to a full-fledged 5.1 home theater surround sound system, this is definitely what you got to do. You know, you got to find a receiver, find some speakers, and then just kind of pair them up. You know, try to match the wattage, the output from the amplifier to what the speakers can handle. And definitely go out there and listen to these things. You know, listen to these brands. Check them out if you can. I live in Mammoth Lakes, California. There's nothing out here. If I want to go check out speakers or receivers or TVs or anything, I got to go to Reno, which is like 3 hours away. At any rate, I hope this video has helped you guys or kind of shown you like how to shop for these things. You know, definitely check out eBay. See what they got going on, you know. I got $500 off my receiver. You know, you could probably get another 100, 200 shaved off depending on what you find. Just make sure when you are doing this, have the money ready, because some of these deals just don't happen all the time. I'm surprised I found those Polk speakers for, what, $520 for a whole 5.1 setup? Pretty cool, actually. So yeah, I hope you liked this video. I hope you found it informative. If you did, go ahead, smash that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel using the button in the middle of your screen here. Once again, my name is Chana D. I'm your Techno Dad, and I'll see you next time.